Hi, my name is Claudia Brown Coulter with Brownie Culture. I'm a divorce mediator and I help you create a customized divorce so that you can uncouple consciously and respectfully. So I just ended my workday and I am so exhausted. You're like, you don't look exhausted. You're smiling at us. That's because I'm with you guys. But I'm exhausted from my workday and I've been in this chair all day. Maybe about half an hour ago, I moved to a chair over there just because I needed a break. But I've been in this room all day. You know, the whole West Coast is, this is hyperbole. The whole West Coast isn't on fire, but the whole West Coast is covered with smoke, right? There's smoke, there's ash. Normally, when I'm working from home, I will head outside on a break for a few minutes, not have my shoes on, go stand in the grass, soak up some sun, get some vitamin D. I might even have my lunch outside. I couldn't do any of that today. Well, let me say that again. I chose not to do that today because of all of the smoke and all of the ash from the fires. So it just led to this feeling of being kind of trapped. So I want to know if this is you. Does it feel that way to you when as you're going through a divorce? Do you feel stuck? Do you feel trapped? Do you feel like the things that used to bring you joy, like going out and getting some fresh air, are now close to you, that nothing brings you joy? Does it feel like your work day is going to last forever? Does this feel like your divorce is dragging on and there's no hope for you? Okay, so there's two purposes to this video. One, to let you know that I feel you. And two, to give you a couple solutions. They're not going to solve your problems, but they're going to move you forward. So as you go through a divorce, you merely may be feeling like it's never ending, ever. There's just one more step to get through, one more hoop to jump through, one more court appointment, one more notarized signature, one more conversation with your soon-to-be ex, and you just feel like, I can't do this anymore. I am a shell, a shadow of myself. I can't stop crying. I'm sad and I'm angry at the same time. I'm angry at myself for the fact that I'm even in this situation. You may be exhausted. You may just be like, forget it. And you can't even think about the long term. I can't think about what's going to happen 10 years from now. My mind can't even fathom 10 minutes from now. So you begin to lose perspective. Okay, so for your emotional issues, when you can't stop crying, when you can't get past your anger, when you feel like you need to go on medication just to boost your mood, I'm going to encourage you to seek professional help, like real professional help. If your friend is all you got, that's all you got. But somebody who's licensed, go to see a therapist who's licensed, who's got something hanging on the wall, and go get help. Because, oh my gosh, I love analogies, and I hope that this is not too out there. But taking care of your emotions is kind of like cleaning up. I'm looking at my windows right now, and the sky is like, the sun is like orange. It looks like one of those street lights. But dealing with your emotions is like sucking out all of the smoke and ash from the sky so that you can breathe again. It doesn't mean you won't still be in this room doing your work. It doesn't mean, so dealing with your emotions and getting those taken care of does not mean that your divorce still hasn't dragged on. But you're able to breathe again. You're able to have hope again. You're able to take a break. Your emotions are not just making you trapped. So you might feel trapped because you're trying to get out of this marriage legally, but your emotions are also trapped. But if you have your emotions healed, if you're taken care of in that way, if you're beginning to move through and process them, it will help you with your divorce. Now, it's not the same the other side around. At least that's my perspective. If you have a different perspective, I would love to hear that. Because I think that you can move through your divorce and not heal your emotions and still feel trapped. You can be divorced and still be angry at yourself, angry at your spouse, angry at family, angry at former friends. I say friends because now they're not your friends. You can be crying all the time. You could be numbing out. So you could be divorced. You could be done. But it's like you are still have toxins in your atmosphere. So your emotions, there is nothing wrong with your emotions. Here's where the analogy breaks down, because there's something wrong with smoke and ash in the sky. But let's leave the analogy. There's nothing wrong with your emotions. There is nothing wrong with feeling the way you feel. Absolutely. The first rule to healing those things is to be honest with yourself about how you feel. And the second thing is to call someone and get some help. Okay, if you're in Southern California, I will give you the number to my therapist. Okay, you DM me, I'll give you her number. And then I know I've got a couple other people who are therapist friends, and we can start recommending you to therapists. But you've got to get that help. The other thing is, if your divorce is dragging on and you're just like, okay, yes, of course you could do mediation. I'm a mediator. I believe in mediation. I want you to go to mediation. But you both have to agree to mediation. And sometimes your soon-to-be ex won't agree. If things are dragging out, they might. They might just be like, I'm done. But the first step, whether you go to mediation or not, the first step to save you time and money is to really see what you guys can agree on by yourselves, without attorneys, without mediators, without anyone around. What can you agree on? Can you at least agree on a holiday schedule for the kids if you have kids? Can you agree on what's going to happen to your marital property? Can you agree on who's going to get the cars, or if you're going to, what's going to happen with retirement? And those things that you can't agree on, those are the things you bring to mediation. Or those are the things where if you've hired attorneys and you're going to duke it out in court, save your time. Duke out those things, not the ones you already agree on. So they're little incremental steps here. Like if your divorce is dragging on, it feels like it's never going to end, see what you can agree with. And then celebrate the fact that you've agreed on something, not with them, but internally, because that'll give you hope. Because what you need right now is hope. And right now your hope has been deferred. And you probably feel sick. Hope deferred makes the heart sick. Your hope has been deferred. So you have to focus on your emotions and take those small steps and do as much as you can on your end to making peace. It doesn't mean you have to be their friend again, but it means you're going to settle this peacefully. And if they come around and they're willing to do mediation, take them up on that offer. Go interview mediators. Jump on a 3-way Zoom call and see if the 3 of you guys fit so that you can get your divorce done. Listen, I know divorce sucks. It is terrible and it is heart-wrenching, but it doesn't have to last forever. So, very first step, take care of your emotions. Get some help. There's nothing wrong, once again, if you joined me live late, there's nothing wrong with having emotions, okay? But they can cripple you if you don't embrace them and process them. And I know of no other tool more valuable than a licensed therapist who can help you with this, honestly. And then the other thing is then you work together with your soon-to-be ex and solve as many problems as you guys can on your own without involving other people. And hopefully you can agree to hire a mediator for those things that you cannot agree upon. Guys, you got this. Some days are great, some days are not. But do not lose hope. Your life will get better. As long as you don't stop, as long as you don't give up on yourself and on your life, it will get better. Oh, and here's one more thing I want to share with you. So on Monday, this past Monday, that was September 7th, I did a video about my horribly fantastic and terribly, let's try that again. It was terribly fantastic, but it was a very horrible attempt at surfing, right, on Sunday. But doing something like that gives me hope. So is there, where are my notes? Is there a hobby that you enjoy, that you've always wanted to try, that you can take up? That'll help you feel less trapped. That'll give you hope. I need you to have hope right now. Is there somehow you can take a mind break? Is there literally, can you grab your phone and find a game like Tetris that's colorful, that kind of gives your brain a timeout from your stress? Do whatever you can. Give your brain a break. Find hope. Find something new. Find joy. Find something that gives you joy. Because this will not last forever. Your life will get better. Okay? And I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you now if your life is not great. And I want to hear from you later when your life is better. Because life gets better. I'm living proof. Life gets better. And there are so many divorced people out there who will tell you, oh my God, that was the best decision I ever made. Divorce was difficult, but whew, once you get through it, it's better. Don't lose hope. Don't doubt your choices. Don't doubt your decisions. Don't doubt yourself. Please don't doubt yourself. Okay? You got this. If you are on the West Coast and you are inhaling all this smoke and ash, please keep yourself safe. Okay? And guys, have a great Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday. I'm rooting for you. Have a great day. Bye.